So hi guys, welcome back to another video, and today in this video, I'm just going to be going through a way you can make millions on GTA 5 online. So basically, for this way you're going to need a office and a vehicle warehouse which can be bought from the office. So I will show you in a minute. Like how to get the office and where to get it if you're a new player to GTA and you're not sure yet. And this is a easy and fast way to make millions in GTA. So I've got it today, and I've done quite well. I think anyway. I've done 2 exports and I've collected a few vehicles. I'm collecting a vehicle now, but it's very different to every other thing that you can do on GTA, because on GTA Online you've got obviously all the different businesses, and you've got obviously the air freight, bunker, MC businesses, and CEO. Can't remember what it was. We've got import export, which is this. And this is a very, I would say, a long kind of process, because obviously you need to source the vehicle, then export it. But once you've exported it, you have to I think that's just a place. Once it has been exported, you have to have a timer. So I think it's like 16 or something. I've gone the wrong way. 16 or something minutes for like the just one. I'm not sure about 2, 3, and 4. Oh, I have to go that way. Never mind. So at the moment, I've done it singly, so I've done 2 export missions, and once you've sourced the vehicle, you have to, so you go onto the website like you would for any other business, and when you source it, it's very different because you've got a variety of missions like always, and on the missions you have to, like, once you've stole the vehicle, there is some things like you have to do, because on one you have to, this let me subside, you have to just drive over 56 miles per hour. Steals it, where is it? Okay. You silence weapons. Because you have, once you get in this vehicle, you have, oh my days, there's a lot of people there. I think this is silenced. Yeah, it is, oh my god, there we go. Because once you have, like on the one where you have to, yeah, you have to stay over 56 miles per hour, otherwise, this is a nice car. Otherwise, the, oh. Come on, don't crash. Yes! Otherwise the vehicle will explode. the vehicle will explode. So if you've ever played GTA and you've played the missions where you that's got paused. Never mind. Where you have to I can't have any more boost. Oh jeez. You see how much this goes up? Normally I'd get out the car and shoot, I just can't be bothered. I just want to get this back. And I've got cops. See, I really wish you could boost right now. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go first. So, yeah, the one where the bomb, where you've got a set time where the bomb is disarmed, I think it's around like a few minutes, which isn't bad. Unfortunately, when I did that, because it was the first one I had to do, some player, because it was a full session, crashed into me and I went into a bus and I was stuck upside down, so that blew up. But, oh, come on. I wasn't very disappointed. As my first timer, I was expecting it to go wrong. Didn't go wrong like I thought it would, but it blew up like I thought it would. So there's many others like where you've got to go to a crime scene and steal a vehicle from there, or like this one, which I'm doing now. But it's very different. So I would suggest, if you do play GTA 5 and you have this, do it with a do it with a second player who can help you through it. So say if you have a buzzard or something, one in the chopper and then you driving it, but make sure that player is someone you trust, like, I don't know, say a friend who also plays GTA. At the moment, the friend who I'm normally doing this stuff with is offline at the moment. Otherwise, I would have been doing it with him. But, sorry, the different ways, not different ways, there's different vehicles. So there's high end, low end, so there's high end or top range. I can't remember if it's high or top range. Standard range, mid range, and standard range. Standard range being the lowest, high range being obviously the highest. It varies in price as well. So if you were to sell the vehicle private, for standard it's 20,000, mid 25,000, and top 40,000. And depending on what you sell. Can I go Leicester? I've still got those enemies on me. Let's go up. I've got a rocket. Oh jeez. I went now. Oh jeez, no. Okay, so once you've started a vehicle, it says repair cost. So if you have money in your bank, like as you most probably would, that's how much money you have to like go for Leicester on that car.
Hey, how can I help?
Boom.
So you don't want to get in serious trouble, huh? Okay, leave it with me.
So yes, whatever you have in your bank is how much is taken out. So say I literally smashed the vehicle up very badly, like it shows you there. It took 5,670 on my bank. It's okay. So once you've got your vehicles that you want to sell, if you go into here and go into the computer, you can see what cars you've got to export. You can see I've got the time, still got time of 4 minutes. But sorry guys, my mic muted there. So as you can see, on the collection page, so it tells you what collector, like what kind of collector. So it's an uninsurable collector, JNRS, Birds of Paradise collector, Curtis. I'm not going to go through it all, but as you can see, you get a collection bonus, and it tells you what vehicles they are. Now, as you can see in the export, I have the Turismo R. But if I go into the collection, you can see on which one is it. I've lost it. On this one, it has Turismo R. However, it's not the same number plate. So it tells you the car and the number plate. And you can export the entire collection if you have enough players. I'm gonna go for drivers. So apparently I've got but that's just saying. So as you can see, there's like 2 different ones that you can get types of no filters. Right, there we go. So I've got the T20 out of the X80 Proton and the Oris. So if I get those 2, and I would say 4 other players, then there can be 3 of us ground and 1 on the edge protecting us. And then obviously there'd be these. And it just goes through. But it's 35,000 collection bonus if you have 3. For 4 it's 50,000, and for 2 it is 20,000. Let me see if I can, there we go. So as you can see, that's also one of them. But depending on which car you get is which car depending on which car is in the collection depends on I can't get what was that today. Depends on which car you get, and depends if it's in a collection, if it's worth selling with more than 1 vehicle. So if you have 2 players and you have a collection of 2, I would say export that collection, or if you have 3 people, export the collection. But that is up to you. That is for you to decide what you want to do when exporting. For importing,
that car is registered on your Securo.
Okay, whatever. So as you can see, it just stores the cars here. Doesn't do very much. And when you go out, you can either go to the office, or if you have the terabyte to source vehicles. I've gone to the wrong place. But I would say source a vehicle, and do another mission that you know is going to take you how long it is to, so source a vehicle, see how much time you've got left, and then do a different mission so you can make money while waiting to also make money. So I'm not sure which one I really want to export yet, but I'll have a look. So this is the second one. So after that'll be the second one I've sold. Exported. So I got this today, and I've already. Well, I'm not sure how much I've made really. I'll have a look in a minute. So, if I show you, it's 15 for a standard. For mid-range, it's 25. and top range is 40. So I'm not sure whether I want to sell the one. Let me see if I can. You're not part of any. So what I suggest you do is, if you have a vehicle that is not part of the collection, but it's worth quite a bit, then export that one. Don't because I have the T20, and if I wanted to export it and spend 20,000 to well, I say upgrade it for 100,000, I can, but I don't really want to sell export. I keep saying sell for some reason. The T20 as it's part of the collection. So once you choose the vehicle you want to export, or vehicles you want to export, you have 3 options. If you just want to go for the 25,000 for no modifications, it costs nothing. That's going private. For showroom, it's 6,250. This is different, by the way, guys. It's 20,000 for top end, 7,500 for standard, and that's different as well. Then you get obviously this. So this is the same for all mid-range vehicles. I would say go for the specialist dealer, get more money, even though you're spending. Because I'd rather spend money and get money.
So the buyer wants this thing overhauled.
Yeah, I want that type.
You know who makes good
So
license
this
plates?
is what
Prison
you
inmates.
basically do to, I would say, change it. What's it changing? Not like it.
I can still work a spray can.
So that's basically what you have to do to. So this is what you do when you upgrade it. Hold on. You have a certain amount of time to do everything you want to do. It's not much time for what I was thinking it was going to be.
Looking good.
But I still think that is fine. Sport. So try and go for the more expensive stuff on here, because you don't pay for any of this, which I think is good. So I'm kind of happy that they say you don't have to pay for it. All you do is pay 20,000, and boom, if you do this, you export it. But if you're in a public solo session like I am, you get chased by NPCs, which then leads to loss of profit. I feel it's very annoying when you do get chased, but that's Rockstar for you. So as you can see, you've got a set amount of time to get there. You have total market value, which is how much the car is worth, and then the commission of how much you get. So I know that many people normally look at the total market value and say, so they have the Reaper, the T20, and another vehicle. Going on the X8O Proton, it goes up quite a lot in the total market value, and because I think that's how much money they're going to get. If it was, then literally every single person who owned a vehicle warehouse would be rich as the queen. Literally, you'd get millions every time. That means then selling 4 vehicles would earn you millions, like every 50 minutes. So that's how long you have to wait, I believe. So, but yeah, if you are getting this one day and you end up buying it, always look at the commission, because the commission is how much you're going to get, not the total market value. But every time you do go like private showroom, or I can't remember what you call it, showroom or specialist dealer, oh Jesus, I'll stay from there. That it reaches the same place. So this is Martin Madrid's hotels. If you play campaign mode, I don't like this place. But this is a specialist dealer, so you always goes to Martin Madrid's hotels every time. So if you had a friend who helped you, or two friends, you can have two people, and two people like flying, one person flying, two people driving. That way then, if you're on a solo public session, the person who's flying or two people can take down the NPC while you drive, or if you're on a public session and there's people in there, and there's people in that session, then they can take down the people in the session. But I suggest that if you source vehicles from your office and not to Terabyte, I suggest you get either the Buzzard Attack Chopper or the Akula, because they are two good vehicles for a cheap price, even though I don't have them yet, because well, I don't earn a lot of money a day, and that then means when you come to get your vehicles or stock, if anyone comes after you, you can shoot them. So if you get, I don't know, say some jewels from the first CEO warehouse, before the vehicle warehouse, then it takes you off the radar, which means your stock would be hidden, and unless they actually see you in the chopper, you are safe. But if I had the money, I think I'd buy both. But as I don't, I have none. I think out of the two, the Akula, even though it is the more expensive at 2785 million, it is still a good vehicle, as you can go literally just disappear off the radar from any other player. However, where is it? I've lost it. Where is it? There it is. The Buzzard Attack Chopper, even though it is the cheapest out of the two, when the Akula is back at full price, you can't go off the radar. So if you've picked up some jewelry and it's basically a full session, people are going to well, if they have like jets and that, they are going to absolutely destroy you unless you are the best flyer in the game. So I suggest at the moment, if you're watching this when this is released, the Akula is on sale. I'm not sure how much, but it's for 1.671 million, which is cheaper than the I can't remember what it's called, Buzzard Attack Chopper, and it's a good price. I didn't think they would bring it down this low. It wouldn't be that low unless you've done the Doomsday Heist and you've completed it. So if you go on to, I can't remember what it is now. Where is it? So this one. So if you are a new player to the game and you've came and you have a lot of money, I suggest you get one of those two choppers and the Car and Kuruma Armoured, because it is one of the best armoured vehicles you can get on the game, and it will do you well for what you need. So still, again, I don't have the what's it called again, Kuruma Armoured, because I'm saving up for one of the choppers. although I might change my mind. Now I'm just thinking about that. So, yeah. But when you buy an office, you don't need to buy the most expensive one or the most dearest one, cheapest one. Buy the one that you want, and to be honest, you don't need the upgrades for it. So, I literally had $1 million, and that's how much this one was, and I just didn't get anything. I put out what you could get. I only bought the garage because I needed somewhere to store my vehicles because I had a lot of them. And now I wish I really hadn't even bought the vehicle garage because you don't need it. But another place is this, because you can get your storage that you want, and obviously you can sell that from there. The stock that you want and sell it from there even. And if you are getting a hangar, I suggest you get if you can afford it, a hangar up in Fort Sankudu, because then that means bang, you have low level clearance to Fort Sankudu and you can go into the base. And instead of getting a 4-star wanted level for stealing a jet, you get a 2-star wanted level, which is a good difference in the stars. Same for the facility, because the facility is good if you want to make money and doing a mission, even though you have to spend a lot of money for the mission. I would say the first place to get would be the clubhouse, because when you're on a closed public session, a closed friend session, or you're in a session where people can only be invited, then you can just go to this place where your clubhouse is in Los Santos or Sandy Shores or Beta Bay, and you can literally just keep doing these over and over again and making a bit of money to go towards what you want. So the last time I did that, I actually made up to, what was it? I actually sold this vehicle the day after I got it because I needed money. I can't see it. Where is it? I saved up to the Vapid FMG, and then I sold it the day after, and that's how much I made. It took me about a week, I would say, because of having to stop, go out, and then come back to obviously start again. That was also buying the bunker, because that is also another easy way to make money. And today I got this vehicle, then I sold it after upgrading it, because I thought I could still get the gold retro recon custom or retro custom on the Anis Elegy, but I couldn't, so I didn't make as much money as I thought I was going to. I'm not sure what else to talk about. Someone put that's me. Alright. Thanks, mate, but it's just $5 in the bank in my pocket. Unless someone joins. So, to be honest, if I was a player on well, I am a player on this game. Where am I? If I was you and you were a new player on this game, I would also so when you're a new player on this game, you get a email for like it's a picture, and when you do this and you find it, you actually get the double action revolver. And once you have this vehicle, you can this weapon, you can you can get 50 headshots on NPCs, players, anything that basically moves except for vehicles. So any person that moves on this game, if you get a headshot with that, you get 50 headshots, and you get 250k straight into your bank. Oh, sorry mate, I didn't see that. So that's 250k from literally doing hardly anything. Then there's the, I can't remember what it's called, the flight school. So if you go to San Andreas Flight School, and you get a gold on every single one, that's another 250k. But I suggest you do that one when you are literally an experienced pilot, because on some of them I can't seem to get the hang of it, and it is a bit stressful. So I would say that once you get the hang of flying, doing tricks, that's when to do it. The first couple are easy to do on the San Andreas Flight School, but definitely do it when you're an experienced pilot. Another thing is, on the new After Hours update, they added the stone hatchet. So I actually, it took me a while, should I say, to figure out how to get it, because well, I was a bit confused. I thought it was like the double action revolver. Thankfully, I was correct. Thankfully, I was not correct. And you have to do. I'm trying to think what it's called now. Yeah. You have to. Oh dear. You have to do bounty hunting for an NPC on the game, and it's fairly easy. And once you've done the bounty hunting for that NPC, so there's four or five bounty hunting stuff you have to do, and I thought lost one. And once you've done all of them, then she gives you an email, and it leads you to a chest that contains the stone hatchet. Once you have the stone hatchet, if you get 25 melee kills on NPCs or players, basically same as the double action revolver, if you get 20 melee kills, you get another 250k. So if you did that all at once, the double action revolver, the San Andreas Flight School, and stone hatchet, that is 750k straight in your bank. And then with that, you can hopefully buy something that can help you make more money. But when you do that, I would suggest trying to save up more money. So instead of thinking 750k, what can I get with that? Because that's what I did, except for the San Andreas Flight School. So I had the double action revolver. However, I got it on another character. So the second character on GTA. So I have this character and another character. And on that character, I got the double action revolver, got 50 headshots, found the stone hatchet on this character, and got 25 kills. And then that was 500,000. And because when you're on the other character, both characters have the same amount of money. So if I went to my other character, they would have 977,651. And that kind of helps, because that means that anything you make on the other account, so say on the other one, I'm trying to find a sheet now. Say on the other one, I made a couple million, then that would go straight to this character, which then means he would also have that amount of money. So I find it easy to actually go on to my other character, find the new kind of weapon that came out, and then do the challenge and then go back into this character, because that's my kind of like from poor to rich scheme. If there's a new weapon out like the stone hatchet, once I have got it on my other character, that means then I can get another 250k. So if you don't know what the stone hatchet is, that is this weapon. Literally, I've never been killed by it, so I'm thankful of that. And I've killed 25 people with it, which is how much I needed to kill. So I kind of just went, yeah, I'll do that. Bang. But some of these Mark II weapons are absolutely amazing. So, lots of the weapon talk. So the vehicle warehouse is, I would say, the easiest way to make money, because as you've seen then, I literally had, well, hardly anything, and I made nothing, to be honest. It was 60,000, and even though I got literally, I wouldn't say destroyed, but yeah, it was destroyed by those NPCs, I still was able to get at least 53,000. And another way is, I would say, if you have the terabyte, source a vehicle from the terabyte, put that in your vehicle workshop, go back to your terabyte in a vehicle which, like a quick vehicle that you can use to go around and during the missions, do a terabyte mission, then a CEO mission, or a CEO mission, then a terabyte mission, depending on how many cars you sell. And then once you've done that, so once you've like done that, go check, see how long you've got left on the vehicle warehouse, on the import export. If you've got still time left, then do another mission, depending on what mission you want to do. Once you've done that, go back, unless you've like got nothing to do. So once you have
how satisfactory.
Alright, whatever, mate. Once you have yes,
Oh
there we
God,
go.
no, please.
Once
Okay,
once
I'm going
that
as
time
fast
is
as I can.
finished, you can then
No, please. I'm
that was
moving
true.
as fast as I can.
Then obviously you can export another vehicle and then do this over and over again. And depending on what vehicles you are exporting and how much you get, you could be earning a
That's all I have. Just take it.
So I normally get, with being destroyed by the NPCs, selling the vehicles on top range from 100,000 down to at least 80,000. I normally use 19,000, just because even though there's only like like you get 4 together, well 8, because there's 2 in each vehicle. Oh, one place. Even though there's 8 of them, I think, or 4, one or 2, you still like get destroyed, and like obviously with crashing as well. If like you've been hit by an NPC car, and then you've crashed yourself, that's money that will be lost. That's why I would say, instead of doing it yourself, like I have been doing, which was a mistake, get someone who you can trust and will help you, and will not, like, absolutely bash the car, and then you end up getting no money. So what I suggest you do is, if a friend has GTA, and you trust them literally with your GTA account, which is a bit extreme really, but like, that's what friends you should choose to help you, because I chose one of my friends earlier, and they exploded the car, and then I literally just came off GTA, so it like didn't like get rid of my vehicle, and when I went back I still had the vehicle, but I went to sell it and it wouldn't sell, so I'm not sure what really happened, let's be honest. And to be honest, if I was someone who was asked to do like help sell stuff, I would say, well, do you trust me? And they said no. I said, oh well. But less of that. I don't know why I really went into that. I'm just trying to get time onto this.
Damn degenerate!
I believe that if you have the terabyte, it would be easier, because then instead of having to go back to your office every time, you can just do it from here. So what I would say would be source a vehicle. Once you've sourced the vehicle, and once you've exported the vehicle, rather, do a...
Yeah, so
Oh, that's mid-range. Alright. Let me out. There we go. So like, say you've exported the vehicle, do a terabyte mission, if you have the terabyte. So this is all for terabyte. Do a terabyte mission. Then wait that 3 minutes out for another terabyte. But instead of just waiting out, like sitting there, or like normally I do calculations if if there's something like I want to get, I do calculations, see how much I need, and then see which is the best way to get that money quickest. But I did that once. The rest I've been terabyte mission, sourcing a vehicle, not seeing how long's left, terabyte mission, seeing how long's left. If there's still a bit left, sourcing a vehicle. After sourcing a vehicle, see how long's left after that, and if it's done, export, and then repeat, because you're getting 2 vehicles imported into your warehouse. Sorry mate. And you're getting, depending on which missions you do on the terabyte, 30 grand or 60. Well, yeah, I'd say just over 60 grand in your bank, as well as 2 new vehicles imported into your vehicle warehouse. And then you are obviously selling, and depending on which vehicle you sell is depending on how much money you get, and depending on how well you were driving and the vehicle is staying in one piece. Which I would say is around, if you did a top range with on the specialist buyer thing, I can't remember what it's called, and doing obviously the terabyte missions and sourcing, I would say every hour it would be at least I'm not sure if I calculated this out, at least 300, maybe less than that, thousand. Well, not even that, no. Because if it's 100,000 every 16, 20 minutes, 15, 20 minutes, that would be, oh, I've seen this one before. Oh dear, wake up. Kill cop. That's one. That's two. Ow. So yeah. I think that would be the best way to... No, don't get on the cop bike. Even though it's an amazing cop bike. Just... Don't you dare hit me. Don't you dare hit me. Yes, it's music. It's going off. I would say... Just do what I just said, and repeat that, and you should earn over 300,000 to 400,000 a time. And I know it, oh my days, you mean crush me. I know that sounds like I'm saying a lot, saying to do a lot, but if you think about it, it's probably not, because that's 2 missions, 2 sourcing missions, and obviously an export mission, which is 5. 5 things every 16 to 20 minutes. And if you think the money you're getting from that is how much money you're earning, and that's a lot of money in my case. So before I even got this, and I would leave each session with at least a couple thousand, like 12, 13,000. That is a bit too much. Sometimes when I've left a session with over 100,000, I feel like I have bought nothing. I remember once, I always get at least like 3,000, over 3,000. I bought a normal Kuruma and an armored Kuruma, because I wanted like to test them both out, see which one was my favourite. Obviously it was the armoured one. Oh my days, I'm in the crash again. And I left the session with over 200,000. The next session I came on, I spent that on this, I can't even remember what it was, but I spent it on a vehicle. So I think that's the best thing to do is, after every session, try and come up with more than a couple 100,000 or 100,000, because if you do, that means so whatever you make on import export, keep. So don't buy anything unless you absolutely need to, because I found every time I actually came on to a GTA that if you keep whatever money you've made and not sell it, and you keep like doing that, then I mean, I know you're saving, but, and obviously like, you know what's going to happen, you should get a bit more money, you get more money, but I've seen that when I've had $100,000 when I came on, when I've robbed a store, I've seemed to get, because normally I'd get 1,000, I've seemed to get 2,000 to 3,000 every time. I know that's only a bit more, but it's kind of saying, you know, I can't get the words out, but because don't even know what I'm gonna say. But it's kind of saying, if you do well with money, you can, like, here's more, spend it. But I try not to spend, because if I spend, I know I'm gonna spend more than what I normally want to spend, because I can end up saying, is that not really much it is? I want to spend, so say I had 600,000, it would say then that I would spend, instead of 600,000, out of them, so I had 600,000, and someone said to me, how much do you want to spend? And I said, yeah, it's part of the thing. I said 150,000. At the end of the session, when I came off the session, I would have like a couple $100,000 left, like a couple $1,000 left, and because I just can't save. I mean, to save this much money now is an accomplishment. I think the best I've actually ever saved is 200,000 at least. So, but I would say the vehicle warehouse or import export, whatever, is the most, well, yeah, it is the most quickest way, unless you've got every single business going at the same time. Is the most, like, kind of realistic way of making money, because on the bunk business and all that, it's well, except for the MC business, it's not really realistic, because you won't go into like, I know games aren't supposed to be realistic, but this is the most realistic way, because this is like repo jobs, basically. You're taking vehicles back, or just taking vehicles to sell, like Franklin does. He does repo jobs, gets vehicles back. So this is kind of the most realistic way of making money, except for the MC business, because that is too realistic. Because this is like saying, when you're doing like airfront missions, even though games aren't supposed to be realistic, it's just not right to get a rocket propelled rocket booster on the back of a single single person carrying I would say plane, and destroying half of a private military's not half, but a base of a private military, and then literally getting away with it. I mean, I wouldn't even be able to destroy any of it. But yeah, that's not the point. This, oh jeez, I'm dead. This is basically saying that in the real world, people steal cars to export them. So, I mean, I know this is an 18 game, it's not supposed to be realistic, but it's, oh my god, I like your car. Right, I need to get this back in line. Yeah, solid son. Oh, the clock time. Can you see the thing? Well, I didn't do the word sentence, mate. So guys, once I've got this back to my car, back to my garage, I'm gonna, I'm going to end the video there. But again, another shout out to Mr. Boss for the win, because he helped me through my entire GTA, I would say career, but gaming. If it wasn't for him, I would not be able to own half the stuff I own. So shout out to Mr. Boss for the win. Check out his channel and subscribe, he's a good YouTuber. a very good YouTuber. Hopefully you know him. Well, not know him in real life, but know him on YouTube. Because to be honest, he's one of my favourite YouTubers. Seriously, like, I can't. The cops not even gonna come for me anymore. Huh. So, in the comment section below, put down what are the videos you want me to do. I'm sorry about that, guys. I was just thinking of someone I've seen. Put down what videos you want me to do on GTA Online, and well, not GTA Online, but hopefully I'll be able to do them depending on what game they are. If there's a game I've not got, then it would depend if I'm able to get the game or not. Oh Jesus! Hopefully the suggestions you put down, I'm able to do straight away. So say you ask me to do I don't know, my game's up here with me. So you asked me to do a Just Cause 3 one. I'd be able to do them like straight away. Say, you know, like, say you asked me to do I'm not sure really, Battlefield 1 video. Unfortunately I don't have that one yet, but I'm gonna get it soon. I won't be able to do it until I actually get the game. So I would say, put down in the comment section again, and I'll hopefully reply to you whether I'll be able to do them videos or not. I think I might do Just Cause 3 video because I think Just Cause 3 has areas with the the grapple and that, and I think you guys would enjoy the videos. And if you have checked out the channel I share with It's Turbo, you will see that I've actually done different I've done 14 different videos on that game itself on that channel. So hopefully, if you check out the Macolabase channel, if you check out the videos that I've done, then you'll have the a bit of an idea of what games I have and what games I don't. So I'll be doing some Battlefront videos soon as well. By the way, Battlefront 2 and Battlefront 1 are absolutely amazing games in life. I've played it ever since I got the game. Good game. Yeah, so yeah guys, leave in the comment section below what games you want me to do. Like I've said like 400 times now. And also, if you want me to do like, if I get, more, what the hell? Once I get more subscribers, and I'm a popular YouTuber, and not a YouTuber I normally am, with like 3 very is next section privacy first. Okay. Well, my internet was bad. 3 subscribers, which, yeah, I mean, for the I don't know what even what to say here. But I have 3 subscribers for the amount of time I've actually been on GTA. Why do I keep saying GTA? For the amount of time I've actually been doing videos on YouTube. That's not as much as I hoped for, to be honest. And my code bros were on for about a month, and we had like, well, not a month, we were on for like, jeez, we're on for like two and a half, maybe 3 months, and we already had 10 subscribers. But I know who that was mainly, and it wasn't me. It's Turbo. He's got 15 subscribers right now. Please check it. Leave me alone, man. Please check out his channel. He's also a good YouTuber, and one of my best mates. And I'm going to be doing another channel with my other best mate. It's not actually officially on YouTube yet. We've created the email, but not the YouTube channel. It's going to be one we do next year, and hopefully that will be another good YouTube channel. And the best mate I'm doing it with, he will hopefully also get his own channel, which will be, well, I'm not sure yet. I can't remember what his name was. I think he told me. I'm not sure, but that's in the future. And right now, we are in 2018, not 2019, when we actually will get the two other channels, but when the 2 other channels will be coming out. And literally, 2018 has been my worst year yet, but next year hopefully will be a better year when that comes around. So guys, if you did enjoy this video, then please hit that like button, and if you'd like to see more videos on this channel, then please hit that subscribe button. And I started this video at 8 minutes past 10. I don't even know what to say now. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!